All right, game time, long ball time. How you doing, everybody? Coppock here. Let you and I break down the games people play. Right off the top, this is disgraceful. This guy promoted the daylights out of the National Football League. Along with gambling, of course, he was responsible for the growth, the development, and the evolution of Monday Night Football. Why isn't Howard Cosell in the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Son of a gun, Don Criqui. Nice guy, but not exactly a household name. He's got a spot in the Hall of Fame. Chris Berman recently received the Pete Rozelle Award. He's a member of the Hall of Fame, but Howard Cosell doesn't get the time of day from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Here is the most influential, the most controversial sportscaster of the 20th century who did nothing more but sell pro football, and you know what? He can't get arrested. In the opinion of Coppock, it absolutely sucks. Oh my gosh, LeBron James, he's on the prowl right now. Guess what LeBron is doing? LeBron is tweeting. He says he's keeping a mental record of all those people who've been dissing him since he made the move from Cleveland down to Miami. Quite frankly, in the opinion of Coppock, I do not believe that's going to have any major effect on the stock market. You know what really amazes me about this? Rudy and I are the same age. Rudy and I are the same age. We both carry AARP cards. Rudy Rudiger, the kid from Joliet who dreamed about going to Notre Dame. Have you ever seen Rudy? The film released with Sean Astin playing the role of Rudy himself. You know what? The film does take some liberties, but it's a marvelous film where Rudy, as a 165-pound walk-on at Notre Dame, finally in Notre Dame's last game of the 1975 season, gets an opportunity on the final play of the ball game to enter. So he finally gets the opportunity, comes up with a quarterback sack. You know what? It's a lovable film. It's an absolutely lovable film. It's a little bit cornball, but I'll tell you one thing. It's made Rudy Rudiger a multi-millionaire as a motivational speaker. All right, this is Coppock and Gambling 101 so that all of you people out there can become degenerates just like yours truly. Let's talk about Whistling Straits, the upcoming PGA Championship. Now, I've been scanning the scorecards. Tiger Woods running at 12-1, 15-1, 17-1 to win the tournament. Now, if you look at this realistically, you're talking about the number one player in the world. Betting Tiger Woods at 17-1 is not all that crazy. But you know what? Don't buy the Kool-Aid. Don't buy the hype. Right now, Tiger Woods can't shoot 80 on a putt-putt golf course. The last thing you want to do is bet on Tiger Woods. Now, gamblers logically should have Tiger Woods at about 30-1, but that would create an overload of money being bet on Tiger Woods, which is what the gamblers do not want. Meanwhile, this seems like it happened just 81 years ago. George Herman Babe Ruth on this date back in 1929, the Babe hit his 500th career home run en route to hitting 729 career home runs. Immediately after hitting number 500, the Yankees did several very appropriate things. They gave Babe a brand new iPad and 2 tickets to see Billy Elliot. All right, you know what? Hey, this guy hasn't been healthy for 5 years. He's over the hills. His best days are in the scrapbook. Tracy McGrady, who tried to flirt, tried to find a home with the Chicago Bulls, apparently is going to land with the Detroit Pistons for very, very low-end money. You know what? He's not going to be a starter. He's going to be a bench player on a very mediocre ball club. But you know what? Don't worry about cabbage. Do you realize last year Tracy McGrady, do you want to vomit, made $23 million dividing his time between the Houston Rockets and the New York Knicks. All right, fat guys shouldn't be dancing at halftime. Here we go. First chapter of the book. Guys, it's time to give up the addiction to the '85 Bears. It's time to put the Super Bowl shuffle aside. As Mike Ditka would say, the past is for cowards. You know what? Then again, who wants to give up the addiction to the 1985 Chicago Bears? They were so much fun. Think about Walter. Think about Otis Wilson. Think about Gary Fensick. Think about Willie Gault. The '85 Chicago Bears, 50 years from now, they're still going to be iconic. They're still going to be major players in the city of Chicago. And not only the city of Chicago, they are global players. Everybody loves the 1985 Chicago Bears. All right, little musical charm to close out this edition of the Daily Coppock. This always reminds me of the Chicago White Sox under Tony La Russa and their great run to win the American League Western Division title with 99 victories back in 1983. You know, it's such a great song. Sting, when he was still connected with the police. How long has it been since Sting was actually singing with the Police. It's got to be 20 years, right? Anyway, on this date, back in 1983, this was the #1 song in the world. The Police and Every Breath You Take. Now, what's your job? Log on to Facebook. Tell us what you like about the Daily Coppock, what you don't like about the Daily Coppock. Don't forget, we want your questions right now. Give me your questions you want me to answer on the Friday edition of the Daily Coppock on Facebook, and we'll take care of you. Hey, you'll have your name mentioned right here on the Daily Coppock. So for my good friend Eric, my good friend Vivian, we will catch you again tomorrow. This has been the Daily Coppock. Dig Sting, dig the Police. Every breath you take. So long, everybody.
Smile you fake, every claim you speak, I'll be watching.